Okay, so let us continue our discussion regarding the operations of fractions. So we are done in addition and subtraction. So I hope naintindihan nyo yun. At kung meron man kayong tanong, you can text or PM me. This time, let's proceed. Our topic for this session is about multiplication and division of fractions. Madali lang to. Pag na-master nyo na how to multiply fractions, it is easy for you to divide fractions. Bakit? Because after you follow the steps in dividing fractions, babalik ka sa multiplication. Okay, let us discuss multiplication and division of fractions. Ready na ba kayo? So, let's have a quick review. When multiplying or dividing fractions, you must to change a mixed number into improper fraction. Pinag-aralan natin yan earlier. How to change mixed number into improper fractions. Then still simplify your answer. Of means multiply. This is one of the examples. Later, we will discuss how to solve problem solving involving fractions. There are 8 cards in Michael's toy collection and half of the cards are red. How red cards does Michael have? So, the word of means multiply. As you can see, we have 1/2 of 8. That is the Q word. We have to get a total number of red cards does Michael have as to remember the multiplication. These are multiplying fractions is easier than adding or subtraction because you don't need to find the common denominators. So it doesn't matter whether the fractions are similar or dissimilar. Just multiply straight across. Multiply the numerators, then multiply the denominators. Let's have this example. As you can see, we have 2 over 3 times 4 over 5. So multiply numerator to numerator, that is 8. Then 3 times 5, 15. Diba ang dali lang? Let's have another example. 9 over 2 times 3 over 7. Numerator to numerator. That is 9 times 3, 27. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 over 14 is an improper fraction. This time, let us make this into mixed fraction or in simplified form. How many 14 are there in 27? 1. Copy the denominator, then subtract the product to 27. 14 times 1 is 14. Then for you to get the numerator, 27 minus 14, that is 13. So our answer is 1 and 13 over 14. Or simply, we already discussed how to change this into mixed fraction. Just divide 27 and 14. So let's have another. 2 and 1 over 6 times 3 over 2. So we have here the mixed fraction. Change this into improper fraction. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1, that is 13. Then copy the denominator. 13 over 6 times 3 over 2. 13 times 3, that is 39. Then we have 12. Because 6 times 2 is 12. Then 39 over 12, divide. So we have 3 and 3 over 12. And this 3 over 12 has its simplest form. We must read this into simplified form. So that is 3 and 1/4. Example number 4. Whole number, 5 times 2 over 7. Just put 1 in the denominator. So 5 over 1. So 5 times 2, that is 10. Then 1 times 7 is 7. We have 1 and 3 over 7. Okay, next. Let's have 5 and 1/3 times 9 and 1/2. Again, you must to change this first into improper fraction. change this into improper fraction. Then numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Okay, next. Let's make life easier. So we can use cross-reduce. So ano ba yon? When multiplying, you can simplify your factors by cross-reducing. Okay, so let's have this example. 6 over 35 times 5 over 24. So 6 and 24, it has a common factor. So 6 and 24 both are divisible by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1 and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So, numerator to numerator, so we have 1, 7 times 4, 28. Next, 2 over 15 times 3 over 18. 2 and 18 can be reduced because they have common divisibility. And that is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So, as you can see, 3 and 5 pwede ring i-reduce. So, it is divisible by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Then, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Remember that in cross-reducing, one must be numerator, then the other one is denominator. That is the reason why it is called cross. Hindi pwedeng numerator, i-reduce mo, then numerator. A big no-no. Okay, so we have 1 over 5 times 1 over 9. So numerator times numerator is 1. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, so what in the world is a reciprocal? So I hope napanood niyo yung song video regarding dividing fractions. So when we say reciprocal, when two fractions are multiplied and their product is 1, aka inverting or flipping. So it is synonyms. Okay? So, pag sinabing reciprocal, pagbabaliktarin mo. The numerator becomes the denominator, then the denominator becomes the numerator. That is reciprocal, inverting or flipping. So, let's have this following example. So, what is the reciprocal of 1 over 2? Since 2 is in the denominator, ilalagay mo lang siya sa numerator. Since it is considered as a whole number, no need for you to write 1 in the denominator. What is the reciprocal of 1 and 3/4? So you cannot easily find the reciprocal. You must rewrite this first into, okay, very good, improper fraction. So, we have 4 over 7. What is the reciprocal of 8? So, it is the inverse of the first example. So, 8 is a whole number. So, the reciprocal, since it is in the numerator, ilalagay mo sa denominator. That is the reason why the reciprocal of 8 is 1 over 8. So, again, the product of two fractions when multiplied and in their reciprocal is always 1. Again, when two fractions are multiplied and their product is 1. Okay, so let's have this example. 1 over 2 times 1 over 3. Okay, correct. 1 over 6. How about this? Okay, very good. 3 over 10. How about this? Okay, correct. 6 over 4. Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Then, write your answer in simplest form. Okay, so we use cross reduce. Okay, that is 1 over 7. Okay, next, cross reduce. Okay, we have 1/2. So this time, we rename the mixed mixed fraction. Okay, so that is 2 and 1 over 9. Okay, your turn. So, pwede nyong i-post ito. Then, later, pag nasagutan nyo na, then, you can simply play for you to find out whether your answer is correct. Okay, let us check your answers. I hope you've got a perfect score. So, just keep on practicing. So, let's have dividing fraction. So, earlier, you know the song of dividing fraction. So, it is keep, change, flip, or reciprocal. Okay? So, just remember, keep, change, flip. Keep first fractions, change division to multiplication, then reciprocal of the last fraction or flip the last fraction, then multiply and simplify. Let's have this example. So, 3 over 4 divided by 5 over 6, 8 over 3 divided by 2 over 4, then we have 5 divided by 1 over 3, 6 and 1/4 divided by 2 and 2/3. Okay? So, let's begin with example number 1. We have 3 over 4 divided by 5 over 6. Keep the first fraction. Change the operation to multiplication. Then flip the second fraction. Okay? 3 over 4, change to multiplication. 5 over 6 becomes 6 over 5. Then we can we can reduce. Okay, so, pero kung gusto nyo, pwede rin naman. 6 times 3 is 18, 4 times 5 is 20. Then, 18 over 20, it has a simplest form, and that is 9 over 10. Both are divisible by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9, 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, again, keep, change, flip. So, keep the first fraction, change the operation, then flip or get the reciprocal of the second fraction. Then you can use cross-reduce. So, 8 and 2, both are divisible by 2. So, 8 becomes 4 and 2 becomes 1. 4 times 4 is 16. Then 3 times 1 is 3. Then get the simplest form. Rewrite this into mixed fraction. So, we have 5 and 1/3. So, tama ba yung 5 and 1/3? Okay, let us see. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1, that is 16. Then copy the denominator, which is 3. Okay. Next. Keep, change, flip. So, 5 is a whole number. Keep this. So, you can rewrite this as a fraction. Just write 5 over 1. Then, flip. Flip this. 3 over 1. Oh, change nyo. Okay. Then, you can multiply. Numerator to numerator. Denominator to denominator. So, that is 15 over 1. Or simply, 15. Next. 6 and 1 over 4. Keep. But you must to change this first into improper fractions. Again, paano na nga mag-change? 6 times 4, that is 24 plus 1, 25. Copy the denominator. Change the operation to multiplication, then flip. Okay, 3 times 2, that is 6, plus 2, 8. So, we have 8 over 3. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, so let's have another example. So, 6 and 1/4 divided by 2 over 3. So, again, you must to remember the keep, change, flip. But before that, you must to rename this into improper fraction. So, we have 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1. That is 25 over 4. Then, change the symbol, the operation, into multiplication. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2. That is 8. 8 over 3. Copy the denominator. That is 8 over 3. Then flip. 8 over 3, the reciprocal of 8 over 3 is 3 over 8. Then you can multiply numerator, denominator, denominator. So that is 25 times 3 is 75. Then 4 times 8 is 32. Then get the simplest form of this. So we have 2 and 1 over 7. So I hope you understand the multiplication and division of fractions. Kung may tanong, huwag mahihiyang magtanong. Thank you!